Silver's on the scene. It is Tuesday, March 25th. 3/25/25. That's 3/25/25. Don't know if those numbers mean anything, but it's an odd date. Tuesday the 25th. Hope your week's been going great. Second day into it. And what I want to do in this video is, as always, keep his awareness alive. Sebastian Rogers, Bolo, U.S. Borders, missing teenager, $347,000 reward. Let's find him so we can get justice. This is a three-part video. Part one, recap of this past Friday, the 21st, nighttime drive-through Silvers 2 and I did as we were in Hendersonville. Part two, a real quick recap on the searching for Sebastian on Saturday with the car guys. And then what we're all here for, the main topic, which is the thumbnail you clicked on, this pond. Very suspicious. Let's talk about it. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, that's right, that is his name. Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has been gone from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, 392 days. Say his name. 1 year, 3 weeks, 5 days. Ladies and gentlemen, in about 2 days, gone 1 year and 1 month. 13 months. Well over a year now. Way too long. There's no distraction finding Sebastian. Let's bring him home. Okay, that's the mission. That's the goal. It's a simple one. We keep his awareness alive in case he's out there. Last night he was seen footage here as well as here, how he walks. You know, I was in some store. I'm trying to think. I think I was in Knoxville. We were in Knoxville and then Nashville last week and made our way to Hendersonville for the weekend. But I believe I was in Knoxville and I saw a teenager, same size, same color hair, glasses. And even when I looked at his face, I mean, I remember coming back to Silver's 2, wherever she was at the table or wherever we were, and said, hey, there is a kid over there that looks so much like Sebastian, to the point of a lot of people may have thought it was him, but it wasn't him. I'm really good with faces, and I took a moment to really take a hard look, but it wasn't him. But that's the point, keeping his awareness alive, so when people see someone who looks like him, they can get help, 911, find out if it's him, if he is still out there with us. Okay, so he's been gone way too long, almost 13 months in a couple of days. So real quick recap on the weekend. As you're aware, well, before I do so, let me do this disclaimer on the wall. Informational purposes only, not to be taken as fact. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate all the support, kind words. Just really means a lot, because we have one simple goal, and that's find Sebastian. Here it is. That's it. Find Sebastian. Bring him home one way or the other. Hopefully alive and well. But either way, get him home so he's reunited with family, can rest. Let's find him, so then we can get justice. Okay? Then we can get justice. So with all this being said, on this past Friday, a few days ago, we decided to do another ride through. We'd only gone through the neighborhood once at night. And the one big thing that I didn't do that time was kill the lights, cut the lights off, so we could really see how dark it is. We can see, but we can't turn the car and face in between homes, and we didn't want to cut the lights out. But I decided to this time, okay? And real quick on that recap is you saw a video where I kind of walked through it. We cut the lights on 4 different occasions. When we came into the neighborhood where Stafford goes left, we cut the lights there. We went down to the top, or up to the top of Kellen, cut the lights there. Came back by, the plan was to turn onto Stafford and cut the lights before we turned to see how we would trigger the camera that got the quote unquote flashlight video. And then at the top of Stafford, looking down Stafford, cut the lights again. So we did do 4 times. We just, because the neighbor was in his garage with the garage open, we took the turn on the Stafford and went about a car, maybe 2 lengths, and stopped and then cut the lights. I actually was holding the camera, didn't, had cut it off unknowingly to me and didn't get the footage of the common area. You do see some of the common area when we came back by because there's lights on that corner house now that were not on that night. Allegedly, when Sebastian was brought out to the car at 3 a.m. But the point remains, and everybody knows, it's very dark. My sister lives in our hometown, and she has a neighborhood with no street lights also. And her neighbors don't have the lights that these neighbors do. So it's really dark. And so I had an idea from the first drive back in October. But with this drive, you cut the lights on Kellen either side. There's a lot of homes with lights, but for some reason, on the street where Sebastian Rogers, say his name, Sebastian Rogers, where he lives, they have less light. I mean, for the top of the top of Stafford, where you go down, turn around the cul-de-sac, looking down, oh my gosh, unbelievably dark. And then right at the common area is so dark. So, I'm not saying this was planned. Allegedly, in my opinion, everyone knows what I believe. He was brought out of that home. That 392 days ago, he was brought out of that home, carried out to that car 3 a.m. allegedly. And that would be one, if not the darkest areas in the neighborhood. Okay. Second part is searching on Saturday. We searched on Saturday. We cleared out 2 things that were pressing on me. One was just to show you, I'll go ahead and show you right here. Let's see. Just to give you an idea. This is set up to show you what we're going to talk about with the pond, but we can show you this too. So, a couple of things. As you've seen, if you've watched Mob Crew, we came in on Kellen. We stopped right here, cut the lights off for the first time. We come up, and in this time we just did the turn at Devon. Last time we had gone down, we just did the turn here and came back down Kellen, just like the car the night Sebastian went missing, as well as the next night did. Then when we came back, we were going to cut the lights here and turn with no lights to see if we could trigger. Gentleman had his garage open. We didn't want to startle him, so we took the turn with the lights on. We still determined that the lights didn't trigger the camera. It was the car. The motion of the car triggers that camera that got this common area view. We took our car to about right here. So we cleared past his home. I stopped the vehicle. I was driving. I cut the lights, and we could see how dark it is. I turned the camera to look here, and unfortunately wasn't recording. You can see these lights over the garage, as well as they had their garage interior light on. And then we came down Stafford, very dark home here, very dark home. Only lights on Sebastian's home or over the garage. We came down, we took the cul-de-sac, we stopped looking down Stafford, we cut the lights one more time. And then we came on out. And I want to make a point here too about, it's just weird. This is why it takes all of us, a community of us together on this whole trying to find Sebastian. It takes us all working together. I was watching, I believe it was Mob Crew last night, and I was watching live, and somebody made a comment about how dark the home was, that they had seen my video about how dark. And their point was this: your son's missing over a year, and you're saying he's going to come walking back home. He's just going to find his way back home. Why isn't your home lit up like a Christmas tree? Why is it not a beacon of light with a straight sign saying, "Here we are, son"? Because if I came walking up to that house, whether I lived there or not, it appears as though no one's there. The work van was there. That's the only vehicle I saw. But they made a good point. If I mean, it's the darkest house in the neighborhood. One of the darkest house, top 5, right? And it's the one with the missing teenager. Say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So we did that. So then what I was going to show you too, we did searching. And the last several searches I have done, so this is Sebastian's home right here. A straight shot through to the beach market is 1 mile. And this is going east, okay, north, west, south, east. Go up to New Hope and follow New Hope until you come to Latimer Lane. Latimer Lane is where Tara has heard of Latimer Lane, where she's led me. What happened is when Tara said, hey, go to Latimer Lane and search. Instead of searching down, I actually went up to Sandy Valley because it's another road that crosses Drake's Creek. This is Drake's Creek. And worked my way down to Latimer, and it's right in here where we found what we believe still to be a bone. Comparing what we found to the turtle bone, turtle shell, looks so much the same. I still think it's bone. Maybe it's animal bone, but I still think it's bone. We found dog bones and several bones, deer bones, but no signs of Sebastian. We dug the cement up. Okay, the cement was dug up. And we took care of that. So that was right in here. We took care of that right along the creek bed. Nothing was there. Way to go, car guy. He got down. I broke the shovel. It was a beautiful day, and I broke the shovel, and I just thought those were signs we were going to actually find some evidence of Sebastian. But it was still a gorgeous day. But breaking the shovel was hard to get the last piece of the cement up. But car guy, thank you so much. He grunted down, and we pulled it up. So both of them, car guy 1 and 2, excellent job helping out there. So then what we did is we left that area, and we came down to, I think it's about right in here, maybe. And yeah, right in here. And here's where the car is. So you have private property. So right here, if you see my video, I went through right in here, which is between these two. Cut through, came down, checked the car out, looking for Sebastian, any signs of Sebastian, and cleared that out, and then came back out. Okay, so that was the searches. So then what do we do after that? Okay, so talking to the car guys, I said, where do you want to go? And they had the same thought as me. This was my 3rd trip, their 2nd trip, at least 2nd. Maybe they've been there one more time, but 2 and 3 trips to this area. Okay, very suspicious. Say his name, Sebastian Rogers. This is the thumbnail you clicked on. Very suspicious pond. Very suspicious pond. I wanted to put very sus pond, but I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be too cool, right? My daughter would say it's sus. Oh, you're trying to be cool, Dad. Nah. But anyway, who can search it? Gone 392 days. Ladies and gentlemen, this pond, look how beautiful of a day it is. And we'll see the video in a minute. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous day. But this pond, okay, is very suspect. So here's what we're going to do. This was, and I'm not going to play this. I'm just going to show. This was me being there the last time I was in. You can see the jacket on. It was cold. It was rain. But I'm showing this for another view of the pond, but also to see how the water has risen a little bit, but it doesn't really truly overflow. It just kind of, and it wasn't raining at this time too. So I think it spills right here. And you'll see in my next video that it shows that. So it keeps its height, if you will, or his level of water. And then here's the video from Saturday. Right here's what I'm talking about. See how there's nothing here? So I think when this pond, when it starts filling up, okay, the reason it doesn't overflow is right here, this runoff. That makes sense now. So let me play this, then we'll talk about it. And so I had another video with me on the other side, standing right over here, showing, where we were and just another angle of it. And I have a video from 5 months back where I first came to this pond. But this pond was brought to me. Well, I'll show how we get there in a minute. But this pond was brought to me originally from Punk Rock Sherlock. Punk Rock Sherlock has a video out there. Credit to her. She way back when Sebastian first went missing. She's local, I believe, in the area. She's driving around. She kept getting led to this pond. I don't know how many times she went to it, but she felt strongly about this pond. So that I had seen the video, but I hadn't started searching at that point. And then when I started searching, the video got sent to me again by someone in email, and so that's when I went there. And so what I did when I was there the first time is I searched, all this area up above. It's like a bowl, right? So this is like a bowl, and I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. It's like a big valley, and it's very secluded. And of course, the one thing I can't do is get in the water. I don't have any equipment to get in, um, diving equipment or underwater equipment or anything like that, sonar. But so I just looked around. But the one thing is, and it mainly happened right here, I'll show you. When I was right in here, I tried to connect with Sebastian, and just a very emotional feeling I had at this pond. It left an impression on me, correct? So so let me show you how you get there and show you other things that's interesting on this pond. Um, we don't like to trespass. We don't trespass. So we go where it's public property or where we know we would be welcomed. Okay, so if you are at Sebastian's home, let's find it. We're way over here. Let's go this way. If you're at Sebastian's home, you pull out, go left, go right, and Kellen hits Long Hollow Pike. If you go left out, okay, then you've got several different businesses, the high school, and a busy intersection, busy church. And from what locals talk about is cars could be seen either on cameras of businesses or whatever. But if you wanted to come out allegedly and not be seen, you would go right. Your very next right is another neighborhood, and then your next two rights side by side, one goes straight to homes like driveways, and then this one though, Happy Hollow Road. So you come out, take a right, skip the first, at the second right, it angles off the road, Happy Hollow Road. Now this will take you west and then north. So opposite of where I'm searching northeast, this is northwest, okay? So you cruise down Happy Hollow Road, you cruise down, and from Sebastian's home, you get right at 2.4 miles. 2.4 miles, and this is what you see. All right, this is what you see at 2.4 miles. So you go back to my video, and let's bring it back around to here. Okay, see here where my car is. Car guy 1, Silver's 2. Car guy 2 is over here somewhere. And this is where they are. This is where the car is. This is where they're standing. Here's the pond. Now you see how it's like a valley? There's steep hills all around it. It's like a bowl. As you can see, just like it is in real life, there's no rope. There's no trespassing sign. It's almost like, and now the homeowner's up here, I believe, but it's almost like it's welcome. It's open. They want people to come in and enjoy their pond. It's very nice. We've seen deer there before. It's very peaceful. Okay, right in here is where I had my emotional connection. I was videoing that video right here, this video here. See where I'm standing? To this tree. So I'm right over here to that last tree. Car guy 1 and Silver's 2 here. Car guy 2, she's over here. And so there it is. So it's welcome. Now here's the thing though. This was my third trip there. This first trip, I was there for maybe over an hour. I was searching all through here, easily an hour. Second trip, I was there maybe 10 minutes. Did a quick video. That was last trip in. And this trip, we were probably there at least a half an hour. At least a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. And something happened that had happened to the car guys when they were there before. And you see where this car's coming down? So as we were getting in my car, everyone was in, I was getting in to drive, and here comes a white truck, and it stops about right where that car is, right there. And that's it, it just stops. We get in the car, we come out, we turn left on the Happy Hollow, and about right here, I wave just like that, and it looks like a guy, he waves back. Very friendly. Very friendly. I don't know. It happened to the car guys too, so I don't know if it's like, hey, this is private property. You've been here too long. Is there something you need? I don't know. Like I said, there's no sign saying you're not welcome. It looks very welcoming. Punk Rock Sherlock, she actually had parked here as well, and she walked around the pond. She felt strongly about this pond. So, I'm not saying anything negative here about anyone or, why the truck would come down. No one approached us. They waved, very peaceful. It was just, I feel like, hey, not sure what you're doing here, but do you need something? And you were leaving, so we were leaving. So I don't know. But all of that to say this is 2.4 miles from Sebastian's home. You could easily pull in 3 a.m. and you could dispose of something in the water. Done. Go on. Allegedly, in my opinion. So, come back here. Say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Let's close that one off. And let's play this again. All right. One thing you'll notice, and that's why I was hoping to get the other video that I somehow lost. No homes. There's one up here. No homes here. This is the only home. There's a house off to the right of here. 3 a.m. Can anyone see you? So, allegedly, in my opinion, could this be somewhere either A, Sebastian was on his own and fell in, or B, maybe brought here by someone allegedly and placed in, weighted down. So, with all that being said, here is my question. My question is, I can't get this thing. Trying to, okay. See, my question is, who can search it? I don't know anyone with underwater equipment. I don't know any contacts, but does someone know who can search this pond? Because I think it needs to be searched. I think just asking the homeowner, can we search it, is a very big step. I'm not trying to connect the car coming down and waving and us pull. I'm just saying it needs to be checked. It's 2.4 miles from the home. You're in a hurry. You need to dispose of someone, allegedly, in my opinion, and go on about your business. If weighted down properly, and if this is deep enough, could Sebastian be here? It's a very suspicious pond. And I'm not sure who I was working with. I think I may know. But I was shared the search radius from the first several days, couple of weeks. And that pond has never been searched. Unless it was searched after that. Has it not been searched because not given the permission to search it? Or has no one even asked? So if you're the owner of this and you're seeing this video, if you're the owner of this pond, send me an email. Would you let us search it? But I got to find someone to search it. Yeah, I stood right here on Saturday and I said, just dive in. But what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What's in there? The other thing I was thinking is maybe the owner, people come and fish. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Do you live in the area? Do you know? Once again, here it is. It is 2.4 miles. Pull out from Sebastian's, or if you don't want to go into the neighborhood, say that's probably about 3/10. So say from here down Happy Hollow, about 2 miles. 2 miles. You can't miss it. It's beautiful, actually. It's a beautiful property. You can't miss it. And you got to get on the road, right? Boop. And there it is. There it is. All right. So there it is. I'll play this one more time because I think this is a beautiful, I think it's a beautiful video. Oh, that's the disclaimer on the wall. Just because of how pretty the day is. So watch. Do you feel how peaceful it is? Quiet. Very quiet, very peaceful, and very suspicious. So, there it is. Does someone know someone who can search this pond? If you need if you need the exact location of it, send me an email, silversonscene@yahoo.com. Thank you for all your kind and beautiful, sweet, caring compliments. Sebastian Rogers is gone 392 days. Easiest thing you do is say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Thank you to the Kendall Farms neighborhood that has a sign out front. Not only a sign, but it shows the reward as well. Someone's written it on that. That's off Latimer Lane. So keep his awareness alive. We need to find him. That's how we do it, by keeping his awareness alive. Share the flyer. If you see someone that looks like him, is he walking with his hands in his pocket? Another identifier. Keep his awareness alive. Let's find him. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Say his name. Thank you for your time and attention. And stay tuned, Silvers on the Scene. As always, more to come. Thank you. Sebastian Rogers, $350,000 reward. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers says,
Silver's on the scene, silver's on the scene today. Silver's on the scene, silver's on the scene. We will not